philosophy, and some of these things, like yoga, tend to cross all three of those things. Sometimes martial arts tend to cross all three of those things. So, guys, I'm just trying to remind you that everyone has a special talent. You should be doing what you love to do every single day whenever you wake up. And if you want to start your own podcast, it's as easy as hitting record. Sit down with your neighbor, your army buddy, your significant other. You never know what's going to happen with spontaneous conversation. So you have a special talent. Use that shit before you lose that shit. And the time to do it is right now. I might not have the best information to bring you on this podcast or the best audio on the planet, but I'm going to bring you what I got when I got it, because guess what? We might not wake up tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's not promised to us. I'm not going to live in the past. I'm not going to focus on the past, because the beauty of the past is that it's behind us. The time that you have to fill your place in society, and the time that you have to do every single task, no matter how small, no matter how big, to the best of your ability, the time to do that is right motherfucking now. Period. The time that you have to act is right now. So if you want to do a podcast, do it. If you want to step into the mixed martial arts ring, you want to start training for that, do it. If you want to be on the next season of Big Brother, if you want to be on Big Brother 19, then guess what? Start studying for that shit. Put in your tape. You can do it. I have faith in you here at the show. Sorry about that, guys. And what I've got right now, before I go on to our next fun and exciting topic, is I will pause for a brief station identification from one of our, one of our affiliates here. And I'll be back with you guys in about 46 seconds. But stay tuned, because guess what? You won't be sorry. Check out Fitness of Today.
Fitnessoftoday.webs.com. 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 At Fitness of Today, we're dedicated to providing a unique experience unlike any other. Pioneers of the hands-off personal training experience. Fitnessoftoday.webs.com. 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 The time to check right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children all across the planet. Fitnessoftoday.webs.com or Fitness of Today on Instagram. Check them out right now. Peace.
All right, rock and roll. And hey, speaking of, everyone having a special talent, doing what you love to do every single day whenever you wake up, guys. Look, only a bad musician blames his instrument. That's something that we used to say when we were in a band together, okay? It's something that actually I think Slick Pickens threw into my brain a long, long time ago. Only a bad musician blames his instrument. And with that being said, you can look on my Facebook page or you can look on YouTube, but Zakk Wylde plays Black Sabbath on a Hello Kitty guitar. And this is only a bad musician blames his instrument at its finest, because you got Zakk Wylde, Black Label Society, playing Black Sabbath on the Hello Kitty guitar, and it's amazing. It's great. So check that out. Only a bad musician blames his instrument, guys. Align yourself with creative people. Align yourself with people that you aspire to become, because you know what? There's a difference between competitors and creators. Competitive people that are always keeping up with the Joneses and are always trying to compete for that next greatest, better, bigger, better deal, right? You align yourself with creative people, because creative people, they don't put themselves on the competitive plane. What creative people do is, while competitors are competing normally for the things that the creators create. So creative people tend to align themselves with other creative people on a creative plane. And a lot of that little hoo-ham, jibber-jab bullshit is left behind you. And that's just the path of continuous advancement. How people want to live. You know how you feel like you want to play the guitar and you don't know how? That's the good Lord wanting to live through you. He wants you to play music. If you feel like, you want to drive a big rig and you want to learn how, if you feel that, then that's the good Lord telling you that He wants to live through you, and He wants you to advance, and He wants you to move forward, just like a plant wants to grow, and just like the sun wants to come up tomorrow. The good Lord wants you to continually advance in your life. So paint a clear vision of your future, because no one's going to do that shit for you. And I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that I am just about out of time for you all this evening. But I can tell you that the Brazoria County Fair is coming up right now. I might have to go walk through that just for old time's sake. However, it is kind of hand-holding weather. So, yeah, we might have to do something about that. And man, just one last quick little story I'll tell you guys after I remind you to tell your parents that you love them. If you got your parents around, tell them that you love them. Tell them that you appreciate them bringing your monkey ass into this world, right? And if you don't have your parents around, they're looking down on you, and they are motherfucking proud of you right now, okay? One last story before I get off the air, guys, is I wanted to tell you about this little baby, this little kid that I ran into him the other day. He's a teenager now, but whenever he was a little baby, his parents lived across the street from me. And when he was born, there was a big thing that, he was born without eyelids. So the neighbors across the street, their baby was born, and they're really tripping out because the baby was born without eyelids. And it was really kind of a trip, it was kind of, I don't want to say weird or whatever, but it's not something that I've actually seen before. So, yeah, it was kind of different. And so they went through this thing, and they went through like a specialist and did what they had to do in order to, the specialist actually told them, look, the way that we solve this is that whenever we do your son's circumcision, what we'll do is we'll take that skin and we'll make him eyelids out of that skin. And then, of course, that happened. The surgery went well, and he turned out to be a well-rounded young man. Actually, he stopped by the other day. He came by like yesterday. He came by the house, and we were sitting there talking and everything, And I thought, man, I'm proud of this kid. He's come a long way. He's always done well. He makes straight A's in school. I can't really say anything bad about him, other than the fact, guys, I have to admit, he is a little bit cockeyed still. So rock and roll, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to thank you once again for tuning in. And y'all have a badass evening and an even better tomorrow. This is Zombie. I'm out of time and my battery's almost dead. So we got to rock and roll on out of here. All right? Aiden, take care of your daddy. And Allie, I love you guys. Peace out. Y'all have a good evening and even better tomorrow. This is Zombie, and we'll be back live here another night soon. Later.
Robcast Radio. Where else in the world would you want to go? I might have been about my day. Could tell a joke, so go get some chocolate cake. Turn up the radio. And please don't swipe us. Please just like us. And do not knock us until you've tried us. Coming at you live from Robcast Radio Station. Portal directly into your imagination. So turn up the Robcast. Here it goes. Robcast Radio. Tell you a bedtime story. Here it goes.